Hey everyone, this is Mara the Reading Hedgehog with my July reading wrap-up. So I read a total of 12 books this month and 5 graphic novels, and that was a total of 5,375 pages, which is quite an improvement from June, so I'm really proud of how I did. So yeah, we'll just get into the books I've read in July. So the first one I read was Independent Study by Joelle Charbonneau. This is the second book in the Testing trilogy. I gave this book 4 out of 5 strawberries. I thought it was an improvement from the first book. Obviously, if you want to know my detailed thoughts for any of these books, by the way, just follow the links below. I did reviews for all of them. But yeah, getting back to this, I thought it was an improvement. I thought Kaya really grew his character. I thought the world building was better. I just thought it was really great, and I really enjoyed it. And I really can't wait to read the next book in the series, though I'll be sad to finish it. After that, I picked up The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. This is the first book in the Girl of Fire and Thorns trilogy, and this was also the July pick for my Young Adult Bibliobabble Book Club. And I gave this 4 out of 5 strawberries as well. I thought it was really, really good. It really surprised me. I loved the characters, I loved the world, and I just really loved the plot, and thought it was really great, even though it was kind of slow in certain areas. I got used to that. After that, I picked up the book that was from my TBR jar, and that was Pirates by Celia Reese. This is a reread for me. I read this ages ago when it first came out, and didn't like it the first time I read it, but I did like it this time through. I gave it 3 out of 5 strawberries. I liked it. It was entertaining. The characters were good. It was still kind of weird, but I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I reread it. It was a lot of fun revisiting that. Then I decided I wanted something kind of just quick and easy to blow my way through, so I picked up Sea Monster by Jordan Quinn. This is the third book in the Kingdom of Ridley series, which is a fantasy beginning reader series. The illustrator sent me this for review, and he drew this little illustration inside it of Bilbo. It's adorable, and I gave this 5 out of 5 strawberries. This is my favorite one out of the series so far. I'll be saying that about every single one of them. But it was just a really fun, quick read, and adorable, and any kid would love it. It was just an awesome series. After that, it was Arc Time, and I picked up The Vanishing Season by Jodi Lynn Anderson. This is Advanced Reader's copy of this book. It's already out. I think it came out July 1st, more or less, I think. I don't remember. I gave this 2 out of 5 strawberries. It had a lot of potential, but it fell flat in the end, and I just was left feeling really disappointed with this book. And I'll be surprised if I ever pick up any of this author's books again, because I've read her other book, Tiger Lily, and that got 2 out of 5 strawberries as well from me. And yeah, I just don't see myself really picking her books up ever again. She's gotten 2 tries and failed. After that, I picked up Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, the last and third book in the Grisha trilogy, and this got 5 out of 5 strawberries. I would give it more if I could. This book was so amazing. I loved everyone in it, including Mal, and Mal always irritated me in the last 2 books, but I loved him in this. The author pulled off some serious twists I was not expecting. It just totally destroyed my emotions. I loved this book. It was so, so good, and I would give more strawberries if I could. Totally and absolutely. After that, I picked up Fortunately the Milk by Neil Gaiman. This is just another really short beginning reader book. It was hilarious. I gave it 4 out of 5 strawberries. I just wanted something quick and light to read after Ruin and Rising, and this has been sitting on my shelf for a while, since December actually, I think. And yeah, this was just a lot of fun. Typical Neil Gaiman. It was weird, but it was great and awesome, and he took a light stab at Twilight in it, which I really loved. It was hilarious. After that, I picked up City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, the first book in the Mortal Instruments series, because I saw the movie like a day before I decided to pick this up, and I was like, I actually kind of want to read the book now. And so I did, and I gave this 3 out of 5 strawberries. I actually did enjoy it. There's something very strangely addicting about this series. I wouldn't call it a good series, I wouldn't call it literature, I wouldn't call it good writing, or even original, but there is something strangely addicting about Cassandra Clare's Shadowhunter world, and I am kind of looking forward to reading the rest of the series. It's hard to explain, but it's an addicting series. After that, I picked up Jackie by John Tamella. This was sent to me by the author for review, and I gave it 1 out of 5 strawberries. It's technically nonfiction. It's an autobiography written by the author about the author, but it's written like a novel, and it's for middle graders. But there are a few parts that made it questionable for middle graders, and on top of that, it was just boring and badly written, and I did not enjoy this book at all. It felt like pulling teeth out trying to finish it. After that, what did I read after that? Oh, after that I read High Stakes by Brandy Chalace on my Kobo, and I can't show you a picture of the cover because I'm horrible at editing and stuff like that. It was sent to me by the publisher for review, and I gave it 2 out of 5 strawberries. It was okay. I loved the characters and I loved the concept, but the plot was too short. It felt underdeveloped, and so I think there's potential for this series because it's the first book in the series, but the first one I did not live up to what I think it should have and could have lived up to. So after that, I picked up Diamonds in Deceit by Layla Rashid. This is the second book in the At Somerton trilogy. I gave this 4 out of 5 strawberries. I loved it just as much as the first one, if not maybe in some ways more. This is like Downton Abbey for teens. Same time period, same kind of setting, and it's got a lot of similarities in plot. But some similarities it would be hard not to do given the time period you're writing in. But I really liked it. Loved the characters, loved the situations. Cannot wait to read the next one. It's a great series. Then after that, I picked up Conversion by Catherine Howe. This is another advanced reader's copy, and I think this book is already out well, yeah, it is out already. I think this came out July 1st as well. I gave this 2 out of 5 strawberries. It was another disappointing one. It had so much potential, and it had a lot of good setup, but in the end it just kind of was boring. It lagged. I didn't care about anyone really. So yeah, the potential was not realized, and I was left feeling pretty disappointed with this one as well. It's just the month of disappointing arcs. After that, I picked up my first graphic novel, which is The Stonekeeper by Kazu Kibushi. This is the first book in the Amulet graphic novel series. It's a middle grade series, and some of you probably know I don't like graphic novels, I don't like manga, I don't do that kind of thing. But one of my friends is writing a fan fiction for this, and she's been bringing it to my literary club to read out loud. And I was like, I don't really understand what's going on. She did her best to explain, but you still didn't really get it, so I was like, okay, I need to read the series. And I started reading it, and I do really like it. It's a lot of fun. I gave this 4 out of 5 strawberries. It's just a lot of fun. They're quick reads. I prefer not to count them towards any reading challenges or anything like that, because it's not reading. I don't have anything against people who like graphic novels and stuff, but it's like it's a movie. It's like a movie, and that just doesn't count. But it is really fun. It was a really fun read, and I do really like the characters in the world. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun to just kind of insert after a boring book. After that, I read The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams Chima, the first book in the Heir Chronicles. This was for the Booksplosion book club book of the month pick. I gave this 3 out of 5 strawberries, kind of debating whether or not to bring it down to 2, because while I did like the world and I liked the concept, I didn't care about anyone, and it was so slow. It's been a long time since I've read a book that took me this long to get through. I started reading this on July 19th, and I didn't finish it until late on July 26th. It does not usually take me that long to read a book, and this was just, I was so bored. It just dragged so badly in the beginning and in the middle. So, I love the concept, but I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe it does deserve 2 strawberries, so, but I've heard the series gets better, so I'm going to stick with the series and see if I like the later ones. So, yeah. After that, I picked up the last 4 books in the Amulet series, so I read book 2, The Stonekeeper's Curse, and then book 3, The Cloud Searchers, book 4, The Last Council, and then book 5, Prince of the Elves, and I gave all these 4 out of 5 strawberries. It's just a really, really fun middle grade graphic novel series. It's got a lot of really good characters. The world is weird, but I'm not surprised. It's still kind of a fun world. But it's got a lot of really, really cool characters, and I'm kind of surprised at how attached I'm getting to the characters, like Leon, the bounty hunter fox. He's awesome. And I'm really liking Prince Trellis, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. And as well as that, that's probably gonna topple. I've read about halfway, oh no, not quite halfway of North is South by Elizabeth Gaskell. This is the July through August pick for my Classics for Classic Ladies book club. We're going to be reading this through August as well because it's a long book. Have not made as much progress in this one this month as I wished as I would have liked. It's not because I don't like it, because I do like it. It's really fun. I love Elizabeth Gaskell's writing style. I love the characters. Margaret's really awesome, and I really like Thornton. I knew that was going to happen. So for those who don't know, this was turned into a movie, and the actor who plays Thornton in North and South is also the actor who played Thorin in The Hobbit, Richard Armitage. So I'm always accidentally calling Thornton Thorin. Yeah. But yes, I'm really enjoying this book, and I'm looking forward to finishing it as well. So let me see if I can pick up my stack of books. Oh! So these are the books I read in July, and I'm hoping August will be as successful, but it probably won't be, and I need to set that out before I drop it. So yeah, those are all the books I read in July. Share with me what books you read in July, and check out my reviews, and I will see you with my August to be read list. Bye.